On our Lawmaker of the Week segment, we take on Honorable Emmanuel Orker-Jev, the Chairman, House Committee on Rules and Business. He speaks to us on the recent defections witnessed in the National Assembly and their implications not only on the federal parliament, but the country as a whole.
Welcome to the interview segment of the program this week. With me to discuss trending political issues, especially as it relates to the National Assembly in the build-up to the 2019 general election, is Honorable Emmanuel Orker-Jev. He represents Buruku Federal Constituency of Benue State in the House of Representatives and chairs the House Committee on Rules and Business, the Parliament's engine room. You are welcome, sir, to the
Thanks
program.
For having me.
Yes, sir. Let's start off with what is trending. You are one of the members that have dumped the APC. What is the attraction in the PDP?
Well, I've not said I've gone to the PDP yet. I was the only person that stood up and said, I'm resigning my membership of the APC, but I'll consult my people and make my next step available. The consultation is going on, so I think that question is more appropriate for those who announce their transition from APC to PDP, or at least that I dumped the APC. That one is already on record, but I don't think it will be long before I make my position known. Why
has it taken you this long to decide on which political party to pitch your tent with?
You know, the break came, it was abrupt. We were not supposed to break on that day, but because of the assault on Parliament that took place that day, the Senate decided to take the break, and so we did same. So it was kind of abrupt, you know, this thing. So I had thought that it was going to come at a later stage, in which case my consultation would have been complete and possibly made my position known at that stage.
Now, with your governor that has also dumped the APC and headed straight to the PDP, we want to pitch your tent with him.
I've told you I'm consulting. Let's leave that to consultation. I don't want to. I had promised my people that I won't stay in Abuja and announce a new party and go and tell them that it will be a product of consensus thinking. That is going on. You know, even my coming back to Abuja is part of the consultation that I'm speaking about. But when I get back, hopefully it won't be more than a week. Nigerians will hear from me.
Okay, so let's talk about the latest defection that we have seen. The Senate President has finally quit the APC for the PDP. How did you receive that news?
No, I saw it coming. I mean, with the way the Senate President was being harassed, was being treated right from the day one. Apparently, some people within the presidency and those around him were not happy the way he emerged. So, and they never forgave him, in spite of the fact that he bent over backwards to do his work. The relationship between Parliament and the executive arm of government is not supposed to be too romantic. If it is, Nigerians should bother, because it means there's a collaboration, there's a conspiracy.
The fact that he has quit PDP, and the next thing is vacating his seat for the ruling party to have the leadership, to head the leadership of the Senate. Do you see that visible?
There's no law in this. The only person that must belong to the majority party is the majority leader, the deputy majority leader, the majority whip, and the deputy majority whip. Any other person can. And of course, you have to be a member of the minority to be a minority leader and minority whip. We have a Koremadu there as deputy Senate President. He was of the minority party. So there's no rule in our book. If the majority of the members feel that you are capable of heading them, irrespective of your party, you can be there. There's no rule there in the House of Representatives, in the Senate, or any of the legislative houses across the country that says you must belong to the majority. It's a matter of convenience.
Now, some members are pushing that the House should reconvene so that they will determine the status of the Senate President, having left the party, having left the APC. I don't want to believe that you will support him being impeached anyway, but of course, do you foresee some?
I don't. I know there are a lot of supporters of the Senate President who has not crossed over to PDP, who are still in the APC, but they will still support him. The same thing in the House. I know you have hardcore supporters of Dogara who have not crossed over, but will never be part of any plot to impeach him. So I don't see any of them going anywhere. It happened before. It happened where during Tambuwa's time, and that you heard some noise back and forth, but Tambuwa survived to the end.
Let's go to your state now. Benue State. It seems to be the theater of the
absurd.
So let's talk about what is happening there now. The impeachment notice, the cross-carpeting of the governor himself.
Easiest impeachment that could take place is that of a legislative head, the speaker or the Senate president. It's very easy. If you look at it, in section 92, subsection 2C, I believe, says that a speaker shall vacate his seat if he is removed by 2/3 of the members. Simply that. No reason is supposed to be given. The moment you get the required 2/3, the man goes. So the speaker was removed by 22 members. Remember that only 16 members elected that speaker, Benue speaker, and he was removed by 22. I mean, in excess of what the constitution says, 2/3 of because we have 30 members in the Benue State House of Assembly. But because of desperation, and I think, in my opinion, I'm insisting that because of intervention from outside of Benue, and of course we have internal collaborators in Benue too, they decided to bring in federal forces, DSS and security from Abuja, to go and facilitate those 8 people, impeaching the governor. Even when the others, the majority members wanted to enter, they prevented them from going.
We have about 7-8 months to the general election. Will you say all this alignment and realignment, will you say they are normal in a political system?
Well, of course, it cannot be unconnected, because once we are going into an election and you have lack of internal democracy in the party and you see arm twisting, definitely somebody will go to an environment that he believes will be hospitable to his political aspirations.
Now, with this development, do we see the National Assembly reconvene before September 25th?
I'm told that the National Assembly is even being asked to reconvene and handle the budget for for INEC and all of that. So when the leadership decide that we should come back, we will have to come back in the national interest.
Thank you, sir, for coming up to the program.